Hi, my name is Tom Scarda, and I am a certified franchise executive, certified by the International Franchise Association, also the author of The Magic of Choosing Uncertainty. Today, I am here with a franchise guru. Harold Kastenbaum is an attorney who has been working in the franchise world for more than 30 years. So Harold, thank you for being with me.
Tom, it's a pleasure.
This is great. So let's jump right into this. How did you get into franchising? There's a million things to get into, right?
But I got into it by accident. When I first got out of law school, I worked for a couple of firms in Manhattan. And then in 1977, I wound up with a small little office, two-man law firm. And the owner of the firm, the partner, had a client that did franchising. And he said to me, look, you're out of law school, you don't know really what you're doing, why don't you learn this? I said, okay, what do I know? I mean, you pay me that salary, so I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So for 4 years, that's all I did. I read every book, I went to all the seminars, I went to all the conferences, and I really liked the area. I thought it was very interesting, it was very entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
So in 1981, I said to my boss, I said, you know what, I know this, you don't, what am I making you rich for? So I went out on my own.
Oh, okay.
And from 1981 to now, this is what I've done. I've only represented companies that franchise their business.
Amazing. So I know have dealt with hundreds of companies, right? I don't know if you have a number on that, but be fair.
Over 500, maybe close to 1,000 over the 37 years.
So you take a company from just a company into being a franchise company, and you have so much experience. You wrote this great book called "So You Want to Franchise Your Business."
Well, I don't know how great it is, but I wrote this book in 2008, basically because there were books for franchisees, like Franchising for Dummies, and there were books for lawyers on franchise law, but there really wasn't a book for entrepreneurs. You know, the business people who wanted to franchise their business, they would say, is there a book I could read? I said, well, there really isn't. So I found a co-author, Adina Gen, and she and I put together the book, and it's been a good book. It's a great marketing tool, and it tells the entrepreneur how to do it.
Right. I learned a lot from it, so I really appreciate it. I think it is a great book.
Thank you.
So I get phone calls all the time about, hey, I got this great business idea, I want to franchise it. But, people have great businesses, they're not all franchisable. What's
Correct.
3 things you could give somebody thinking about this?
And that happens to me a lot. I have this great idea, I have this great business. First of all, it's got to be a business that can be duplicated. So, for example, if you have a gourmet restaurant that relies on a gourmet chef, you're not going to be able to roll out hundreds of these because it's really the chef who's really the business.
Right.
It needs to be something that can be cookie cutter. I mean, there's no other really way to say it. And even if it's something that somebody else is doing, I mean, let's face it, how many self-serve yogurt deals are out there? How many pizza deals have been around over the years? And burger deals. That's number one. Number two, you really need to have an operating unit, okay? And the unit needs to be at least 6 months in operation and needs to make money. I have had many people come to me, oh, I have a great business, it's operating, do you make money? Oh, no, I lose money, but I want a franchise anyway.
Right.
Well, what purpose is it for somebody to buy a franchise and they're going to lose money?
Right.
It doesn't work. And 3, you have to know that this is the business you want to be in, because franchising and running your restaurant are not the same business. Franchising is a separate business, and you have to be dedicated to that. I can't tell you how many single unit entrepreneurs come to me who have a pizza or a yogurt. Oh, I'm going to keep running my business, but I'm going to franchise also. Well, you can't do that.
Right.
It doesn't work. You have to dedicate yourself, because franchising is a separate business.
I learned that from your book, and I thought it was a phenomenal takeaway for me that once you become a franchisor and start franchising out to people, you become a sales company and a support company,
That's right.
right?
That's correct.
And I think it was you who said it's kind of like marrying somebody with 6 bratty kids, just right?
Right. You're right, and you're not pumping yogurt anymore, and you're not flipping pizza. You leave that to an operations person or a store manager, because you're going to be working with hundreds, hopefully, of business people who want to go into their own business, and they're going to need help, because franchising is all about helping somebody get into a business they wouldn't ordinarily be able to get into, because they're going to pay you a fee, they're going to pay you a royalty, and you're going to provide service and product, and depending on the business, to these people.
Right. So it's not all about making a lot of money with the franchise fee and then you go away.
No. You know, Ray Kroc said it's 2 cents for them and 1 cent for me. That's just the way it is. The franchisee has to make money.
Right.
If the franchisee doesn't make money, then you don't have a franchise business. And the franchise fee is really a loss leader. You know, in the beginning, you don't make any money off it because it's expenses and marketing expenses. Yeah, when you have 50, after you're 50, then you start making money on the upfront fee. But the real money is made in the royalty.
Yeah.
You know, they pay 5 or 6% of gross revenue for 10, 50, depending on how the length of the agreement, and that's how you make your money.
So it's not it is a long-term play.
Sure, sure. I mean, Subway, look, they have 25,000 locations. They really make their money on the royalty.
Right.
The upfront fee is small.
It is
Yeah.
one of the smallest out there, actually.
Yeah.
Well, great. So again, this is Tom Scarda, and I'm with Harold Kastenbaum. I highly encourage you to check out his book if you're thinking about franchising your business, or get in contact directly with Harold. You could contact him at the information below on this video. Again, Tom Scarda, and I am the author of The Magic of Choosing Uncertainty, and thanks for watching.